Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I go by the name of Bookie and today we are discussing another aspect of computer simulation theory. But before we open up our minds, please go and check out two of my other videos. The first one being my take on computer simulation theory and my other one being how we will become gods. Check them out in that order retrospectively, as I'm going to be leaving out a lot of crucial information in this video to make this one as short and precise as possible. Thank you. So lately I've been pondering about the idea of computer simulation theory and how it allows for an infinite universe. Recently, in the last 10 years or so, it has been becoming more and more mainstream that scientists believe that we live in a universe that is infinite. The Hubble telescope revealed an estimated 100 billion galaxies. 100 billion. Did that register into your mind? I know in my ape-like mind, it just means big. But the Hubble telescope can only capture a minute portion of the vast universe, and with the rise of new space technology, we'll see this number of 100 billion probably rise up to around 500 billion, going with the current trends. But I reckon that's only a conservative number, being 500 billion. I reckon it'll be a lot higher than that. But this is just big. 500 billion galaxies is only big compared to infinite. The universe is infinite and fractal in nature because of inside of all of these large galaxies lies a supermassive black hole, and with its gravitational pull is pulling on all of this matter which creates the galaxies, and within inside of these supermassive black holes lies a portal, a white hole, into a whole new universe, and in that universe lies hundreds of billions of galaxies, and inside of those hundreds of billions of galaxies lies supermassive black holes which are portals to new universes, which is of course the multiverse. So this is how the universe is infinite in terms of physicality, because it just keeps on going on and on and on. But this brings us to the big question: which is bigger, infinity or infinity plus one? So in my video on how we become gods, I talk about the rise of technology. So just to briefly summarize, I believe that us as humans will start to use different types of drugs and different types of therapies to increase our intellectual capabilities, and use these drugs for our human bodies to reach our biologic potential. So that will both increase our life expectancy, and then we'll progress onto nanobot technology, where today's most powerful supercomputers take up entire buildings like skyscrapers, multiple levels, and they'll be the size of little tiny cells. So these nanobots, or our new cells, will fight cancer and repair damaged cells in the body. This will further, of course, increase our life expectancy. So after this stage, this is when we figure out how to scan the human brain and download our consciousness into a computer hard drive, and then we grab that computer hard drive and stick it inside of a robotic body. So now we have our consciousness downloaded into a robotic body, and now that robotic body is now ours. So we have escaped biology altogether. And then after we surpass this stage, this is when we completely bypass human biology. We are now robots. At this stage of technology, it has risen so far that there is no such thing as poverty. There is no diseases. Everybody lives with perfect health. Everybody is living for quite some time. It does sound good. It does sound perfect, but it isn't. This stage of our lives, technology has risen so far that we have nothing else to strive for, because humans, it is our nature to always want more, more, more. We always want better, faster, stronger, smaller. We always are looking for the new best thing. We always want technology to go up in this direction. But with all of these fundamentals of being human gone, there is nothing to live for at this stage, because we won't have jobs. They'll be all taken by robots. There'll be no such thing as money, because everything will be evenly distributed and everything will be created for us in this perfect world. We'll have no desire at all to procreate, because we have our robotic bodies. There is no function for us to make more of ourselves, as we don't have these hormones running throughout our bodies telling us what to do, driving our brains, driving us to meet someone else and procreate. So at this stage, we are living in robotic bodies, so we are now immortals. And after we have tried out everything there is to try, we will get bored. I don't know how long this will take, maybe a couple hundred years or so, maybe a little bit longer, I'm not too sure, but we will get bored with ourselves, because there is not a yin and a yang to the world. There is nothing to remind us that we are living in a positive world, because there is no good and evil, there is no good and bad, there is only good, 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 there is no risk and reward. So by this time, we have discovered all of these flaws of our lives, and we are no longer human. We have tried everything there is to try. This is when computer simulations would be so powerful that by taking account of every single factor of our current existence, they would be able to extrapolate the past and recreate the human history, the history of the past. And we will be able to plug our brains, which are in these computer hard drives, plug them straight into this computer simulation, and then we'll be able to access any part of human history and live from that chosen era that we choose to live from. And whatever time frame we choose to be born back into, we will have no prior knowledge of the current reality that we had just been transported from. And we will believe that this computer simulation is the actual reality that we live in. So now we are transported back into the human history, and with human nature, we always want more, we always want better, better, better. So say we are transported right back to now, it is human nature that we always want to progress forward. So technology will rise once again, we'll start using drugs to increase our intellectual properties. We'll start using drugs so we can increase our life expectancies. Then the nanobots come along, and then we download our brains into a computer hard drive, plug that computer hard drive into a robot, everything becomes perfect once again. We become immortals. There's no yin and yang of life. There is no risk and reward. Everything is good, 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 but so boring. And that is when we get to the stage of wanting to plug our minds back into the computer simulation once again, as everything has been becoming boring, and we want to go back to this present day, because this present day is the right time to live, as everything is just beginning to go in the right direction. There is a perfect balance between yin and yang. There is poverty, there is disease, but we are all living in a computer simulation. And this is how computer simulation creates an infinite universe in itself. Thank you.